there are a lot of cool things that you can purchase whenever it comes to photography and videography, from the cameras, the lenses, the SMALLRIG accessories, all these different things. But what people really don't talk about are those little tiny tools or things that you can buy off on the side that make your photography and videography life so much better, that aren't photography centric kind of gear. Today I want to talk to you about that. I want to talk to you about my non-photography essentials that are essential to my photography. I have a group of 5 types of items that I think are the most important things, but also they are technically my most used or most carried things for my everyday carry, as well as it transitions over to my carry for work or just when I want to go out and take photos for leisure. First thing I want to talk about are the things that you carry all of your gear in. And yes, we know camera bags. Yes, we know camera backpacks. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the secondary items. For example, this is what I'm wearing today. This is not a photographer's vest. I own the Domkey original photography vest. Mine was created in 1989. But this is just a $19 fisherman vest that is from Amazon. It has all the pockets, everything you need, you know, be able to hold pins, to be able to hold Sharpies, to be able to hold extra film, to be able to hold extra batteries. It's water resistant. It's able to hold a lot of the stuff you need, even a pouch if you're someone shooting like Fujifilm or Micro Four Thirds for any small lenses. This is something that I absolutely recommend if you're someone that wants everything on you when you're going out and about. Vests like this are really cool for me whenever it comes to assignments. I don't have to have a bag on me. The Domkey vest I love a lot because it's got big giant pouches and I can fit any kind of lens or any kind of body that I want in there in a moment's notice. And so this is something to check out. What are you carrying everything in? The most important thing though, whenever it comes to the extra, what am I carrying stuff in? It doesn't matter if I have a camera backpack, if I have a camera bag, if I have a camera case, if I have a wheelbarrow full of camera stuff. What I'm always bringing with me is something like this. This is just a regular ass fanny pack. This is from Long Weekend, pretty good fanny pack. It's not camera centric, and that's the thing that I want everyone to understand. You can get you a JanSport fanny pack, a fanny pack, whatever that Amazon has online, and you'll do just fine. What I love about this is the fact that it has just a nice open compartment. I can put anything that I want. It's not really separated. An extra lens in here, some tape, some tools, as well as, again, being able to carry anything from your wallet to just whatever you want. It takes weight out of your pockets, takes weight off your back. Fanny packs, non-photography essential, that's essential to your photography. This or a JanSport will get you right. All right, next on the list for me, this is the second most important, is any kind of tool, multi-tool, knife, whatever it is, just get it. Knives are great, cutting tape, anything like that, cutting fabrics off stuff. You just never know where you're gonna need a knife. Trust me, it comes in handy, opening up boxes, self-protection, if you're into that kind of thing. I am. Other different types of tools you can get. This right here is a ratcheting set, 26-piece ratchet set that I have. It's a mini one, and trust me, this thing is great. I actually put this in my camera bag whenever I'm going and traveling on assignments for video or for photo. You never know when you're going to need to tighten up a tripod, tighten up some kind of grip anywhere, honestly, any kind of lighting fixture. These are just fantastic. These can also work with other tools that I have on here, and so this is just something good to have with you, TSA compliant. It doesn't all have to be a giant set like that. You can have something as small as this. It will actually also clip to your keychain, and all this is just a mini bit driver. I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but mini bit drivers in there. You take these out and you pop them into the top here, and now you've got a bit driver to be able to, again, tighten down things. It comes with T25, Phillips, flathead, and you can swap out as many as you want. Pairing this with this is really great. Get you a nice, good enough purchase and grip. Again, tiny tools, I'm telling you, tripods, gear, everything. You don't realize how much it needs to be worked with, and trust me, this beats a coin or something every single time. You can get you some tools like this from Gerber. This one has a knife in it, and as well as a driver. This is the Gerber arm bar. This is nice and everything, but what I really like about this, it has a big ass pair of scissors. And there's one thing about me, I like a big ass pair of scissors. Got another one right here. This is my Gerber, and these next to them I'm about to show you, including this one, are the most important ones that I have and the ones that I use the most. This is from Gerber. Don't know what this is, but it has a nice pry bar, bottle opener, can take out nails and stuff like that. But what I really love about it is it has scissors, yay, and this is great for cutting off the film leaders and whatnot, being able to do stuff for film and everything. That's great. Nice pair of scissors, very good, reliable. Has a knife, whoop-de-doo, very fun. Again, I already told you what you can do with the knife. My favorite part though is the bottle opener. It allows me, if I need to, in a pinch, or actually just anytime I need to, this is what I use for developing. I'll put this on the film canister right here, pop that lid up, be able to pull the film out, cut it, do everything I need to do inside my dark bag. This is probably my most used whenever it comes to film because I use it to develop everything. Again, you're able to tighten down screws and stuff. This is just great. Has a pocket or little pocket clip right here. Good purchase. Don't know what the name of this is. I don't even know if they still sell this, but I'll put it in the description. Great ass tool. My favorite, most used tool though, especially for traveling in the area or whenever I'm just in a car not having to fly, or if I'm checking a bag, this will go in my bag, you know, to go underneath the plane, is a Leatherman. Just a Leatherman. Pliers are great for being able to tighten down nuts and bolts whenever it comes to rigging. Have a file on here. Trust me, a lot of people, this one is used because a lot of people don't realize how great a file is until you need a damn file. It is very, very important, a great tool. You have flatheads, you have pry bars, you have your knife, of course, a Phillips screwdriver, etc. This right here is a must, a Leatherman. I think everyone should just own a Leatherman in general. My recommendation would be a Leatherman Bond, a Leatherman Rebar, or a Leatherman Skeletal. And if you want to, you know, spend the extra cash, for sure, Leatherman Signal. These are just great. They're fantastic. They always work. 10 out of 10. Always recommend Leatherman products. Moving on. This one is not as sexy, but it is important. Bring yourself a flashlight, buy a flashlight you like that you're gonna wanna carry, spend a little bit extra dollars on the extra lumens, on something that's potentially rechargeable, and something that looks cool. This is an O-light flashlight. This is copper. That means it's antimicrobial, so it doesn't get stinky, doesn't get messy, stuff like that. Use this in a lot of situations, and I 10 out of 10 recommend just bring a flashlight. It doesn't sound fantastic, but trust me, it's just a good thing to have on you. Next thing is also not as sexy, but tapes. Get yourself a whole bunch of tapes, tapes that can highlight, tapes that can hold down, and tapes that can make sure something doesn't leave ever again. Tapes that highlight, get you some of these. You can use these with a Sharpie or a pen to be able to mark your gear on a set, or just mark your gear in general. If you're working with people, maybe you're shooting portraits and stuff, you can mark places where you want people to walk to and from, or to and from, there you go. Or you could just mark it to where people can know where to stand, maybe different colors for each person. I always carry at least 2 tapes. If you have a family going and you want to make sure they know where to step, for kids and stuff like that, trust me, this is a game changer. Always bring tapes like this, especially whenever you're on a set or whenever you're having to do a commercial job specifically by yourself. Mark your shit with your name. Why? Because people will walk away with your shit, trust me. Then you've got things to hold things down. That's gaffer's tape. It'll hold together. I remember using this whenever I was heavily into the music scene, holding down cables, XLR cables, holding down actual pedals, holding guitars together. Gaff tape is great holding things on wall. I love using gaff tape paired up with like a piece of paper. If I need a lens hood and I didn't bring a lens hood, or the lens hood broke, or I can't find it, or I never bought it, using gaff tape and a piece of paper can make a great lens hood. I use it to make sure that filters can stick on maybe things that they're not meant to stick on if I need to put a filtration in front of a lens. And of course, being able to hold down things like mics, being able to hold down things like lights, you know, any pocket lights like this, being able to tape this to a wall. I have it wrapped around this little Sharpie right here. This is the way I carry my gaff tape. You can get giant ass rolls, whatever you want to do. This plus a knife, being able to cut it correctly, is just it's a major go. Then there are things that make sure that things never leave, and that is double-sided tape. I love bringing double-sided tape everywhere that I go. I have it for myself. It's usually just in a bag just in case. I don't use it all the time, but when I do, it's great. It's great for rigging, specifically stuff in and around your own kit. I actually have NPF batteries that are rigged to my lights that I'm using right now, these SMALLRIG RC60 cob lights. I'm sure I'm gonna get some B-roll and show you what it looks like and how double-sided tape things on there. Just makes it better. Trust me, double-sided tape. Have some adhesives, have some tape. Those are some non-photography essentials that are essential to my photography. Last thing that I bring always is pen, paper, Sharpie. So pen to be able to write stuff down, paper to be able to not only write down, you know, things you need to put, you know, down and whatnot, like, hey, names of someone if you're on an assignment. How do you spell that? So I can spell it correctly if your recorder's not working. What location are we at? What information do I need to put down? Also giving out your name, your number, your information for prospective clients. It's great for being able to write down directions and things like that, being able to put down information on how you shot film, as well as ripping out a piece of paper and folding it up will help you with wobbly chairs. Ripping out a piece of paper and using it to mask an area on your lens if you're getting a lens flare is also great as well. And using your gaff tape that you have on your Sharpie is a great way to do it. So I always carry this with this because paper is so valuable. It's so just versatile, honestly. Just buy things and just have the intention of learning how to make them versatile. But a Sharpie is also great too because if you have film, you can also mark, you know, if you're pushing and pulling on there. Here's one that I shot 2 stops over at 1600, as well as just marking all of your shit again, because if you don't, someone will walk away with it. With all that being said, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I hope it makes sense. Let me know if you need help picking out some things like this. By the way, this little guy right here is from Scouts Tools Design. And yeah, take it light, but take it. Have a good one.